Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Cancer. Let's see what's coming in for Cancers. What do you need to know? All right, we have the start of something new, a healing energy, the Empress. We got someone doing some thinking. This is a person who's learned something, but often guarded their swords up, someone who's afraid of being hurt, but it's someone seeing truth. It's a person assessing a situation. This is a person who's been taking their time, but they're assessing this. Yeah, we have an Emperor here. Emperor and Empress energy. Yeah, I do see a new cycle. Yeah, somebody here wants to reach out. See a little test? They want to reach out here. This is someone hoping someone reciprocates. This is someone who might have been a little skeptical, but you can see they've learned something. They now know. They've been assessing this. They want to reach out. Yeah, to see if someone reciprocates. This is someone who maybe was moving slow or not being very generous at some point here because of this skeptical energy. Let's have a look at the Empress. Now they know. Yeah, this is someone who's single, someone who takes care of themselves. It's a person who's independent. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So this is about stability. This is someone kind of, possibly somebody was focused on their money or they just weren't prepared. But this is an energy of preparing. It's a new cycle. This is someone going to reach out. See, it's all about windfall of abundance, good luck, good timing. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, let's have a look at the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, we got someone in their feels. Someone's assessing their feelings, how they feel. There's love here. It's someone who just shared their feelings more. Someone should have shared their feelings. Yeah, but I feel they were skeptical here. And definitely someone who's learned something. But it's also a person who, like I say, their swords up, protecting themselves. This is someone assessing this, and definitely their feels. Let's have a look at the Emperor. Yeah, see, it's a spark, attraction, a passionate new beginning. The fire's lit here. This is a person they want to reach out here. Yeah, we got someone waiting. See, a whole new cycle waiting. Yeah, it's all about waiting for the one. Someone here's been waiting for the one, the right person. So it could be just somebody in that energy, They're just doing a lot of thinking. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, let's see, being generous, building the foundation. Wow. I feel like we have someone here who's been kind of waiting, enjoying the fruits of their labor. Somebody here who's single. So maybe they're learning someone is single. But it's about sharing feelings because they're assessing their feelings too. But a lot of focus on financial stability. This is someone stable. It's a person who's obviously been leveling up financially, but it's someone who's been waiting for the one. See, the fire's lit, the spark. Someone may be holding a bit of a torch here. But it's all about waiting for the one. This is the other person, see, the whole new cycle, waiting for something to do with timing. It's about building a foundation. Yeah, timing. Oh, look what else is. Yeah, it's all about emotional fulfillment. I feel we have someone who's ready to put themselves out there, wear their heart on their sleeve. This person definitely didn't do it. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be masculine Cancer. I do see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. See, it has to do with the one. The fire's lit, the spark, a passionate new beginning. A fresh new start for some of you, but others of you, it's just someone sharing their feelings, putting all their feelings out there, laying it all on the line here, speaking truth. It has to do with truth. Yeah, somebody here learning a truth too about the Empress energy, knowing someone is single. We got two single people here, single at the same time. But look at this cycle. Someone here's been kind of waiting, expanding the horizon. See, good luck and timing, finances. So it could have to do with timing. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. Yeah, see, spending time together, doing things together, learning the things two people have in common, compatibility. If there is a choice by any stretch, some of you, the choice, it's about choosing the one, the right person. Someone who comes in right, they build a foundation. They're reliable. They're stable. So to me, it looks like somebody you know, wanting to come in right. It doesn't look like making things right. It looks like coming in right. Yeah, we have someone who's been weighing the pros and the cons. Should I or shouldn't I? Now, it could be someone comparing someone to someone else, and often people will do that, but I feel this is an inner struggle, very internal. Yeah, see, weighing the pros and the cons. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, it's different. There's a whole new timing, a whole new cycle here. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, we got Eight of Wands. This is the energy of things moving forward. See, feeling a little overwhelmed, but this is about making a move, gaining momentum. It has to do with communicating. Often it's a person who gets a little overwhelmed. Yeah, there was a bit of confusion, illusion, things that are unknown, but it's deep emotion. See, sharing that, it's emotional intimacy. Someone here's been keeping it in. Let's have a look at the moon. Yeah, we have the the Eight of Pentacles. So it's about building and putting in effort. This is someone who wants to build. This is someone who's waited for the right person, the one. But then when that person comes in, this person kind of gets overwhelmed. They maybe feel like things are moving too quickly. But it's definitely a person wanting to build, gaining momentum, putting in effort. Yeah. Someone who's been working very hard too, expanding their horizon. So it's telling me someone sort of getting prepared financially, emotionally, feeling more confident, but taming the beast, taking it kind of slow. So yeah, but it is about confidence, feeling much more confident. A lot of inner strength, yeah. See, feeling confident the other person feels the same, that this person's open, available. Yeah, it's about receiving, the Queen of Cups, receiving. See, the timing. Some of you maybe have been waiting for this person. You know, it's all about two people who wait for the right person, waiting for the one, focused on self, their money, their finances, you know, just that single energy. Yeah, you can see someone taking a step back, seeing things different. See, it's a person seeing someone in a favorable light. Yeah, but someone at some point may have felt something was a little off, and that's why the King of Swords is here, kind of skeptical, but they're now seeing things different. See, it's someone who makes a decision when they're calm. See, just calming down, looking at the things two people have in common. So I do see a little test, reaching out to see if the other person reciprocates. Test in the water. Yeah, it's the Emperor. They're going to make this happen. The Emperor's going to make this happen. Yeah, asking someone out on a date. It's a person who wants to ask someone out, and they've been kind of procrastinating. I wouldn't be surprised it's just someone focused on work, but it is all about preparing financially and emotionally. Tell me more about the King of Cups. Yeah, see, assessing. Focused more on money, a little bit more focused on their finances, but they are assessing the situation. It's a person who often is, you know, planning, preparing, and hoping for the best. Somebody here wasn't prepared. They didn't feel ready. They weren't prepared. Things moving quickly, got a little overwhelmed. Often it's a person who's very busy because they're expanding their horizons, I feel, financially. But this is now someone who's, I mean, this is an Emperor. This is someone who comes in and, you know, they're all in their fields, asking someone out, but coming in right too, laying the foundation. It's about being able to provide. This is someone who felt they couldn't provide emotionally, financially, but I feel they can't, and they're going to make this happen. Emperors are often the ones that make it happen. Yeah, it has to do with whether the feelings are mutual. This is someone just assessing it, if two people feel the same. It's a test if the feelings are mutual, but this is someone feeling, I feel, confident, you know. Yeah, this is someone letting go of things that no longer serve. If there is a choice of any kind, someone is being left behind who isn't the one. But the Star is an energy of hope and faith. It is a bit of healing, but it's someone who often just, you know, it's about looking at the reality. Someone's looking at the reality of the situation. It's about being oneself. So somebody here maybe just wasn't themselves. But it is about the reality. See, it's about being yourself. This is someone who needs to just be themselves. Yeah, but it's whether the feelings are mutual. So it's just confirming they want to reach out. A little test to see if you're interested. Yeah, I do feel this is someone who's been contemplating this, but I also feel maybe even both people, but it's all about giving and receiving. Being more generous with time, energy. Yeah, someone has been keeping it all in, keeping things to themselves, but I feel like some of you already know the answers you're seeking. There was some secrecy. It's time to just let it go. See, releasing all these things that don't serve. It's feelings, emotions, whatever a person needs to let go of, because it is about moving forward. Yeah, I see stability, a house, a home. So there's a reason to celebrate here. Something really positive. Yeah. Let's have a look at the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's about harmony and balance, being fair. It's all about coming in right. So some of you, had someone here where they're just kind of moving slow, dragging their feet. But there is confirmation focused on money, the path that this person's been on, expanding the horizon. See, it's about a home, being able to provide. Yeah. But it's about coming in right. Yeah, so somebody who wants to come in right, doing things right. Coming in stable. So this is a whole new cycle. Now, some of you, there could have been something on and off, because I'm seeing 2 cycles. But often I see this as bad timing. Someone felt they didn't have a lot to give. They couldn't give much. Maybe only had enough for themselves. But this is an Empress. But I mean, it's just the energy too, like of the start of something new. This is someone ready to make some kind of move. They're gaining momentum. They know they need to hurry up a little bit too. Wow. Tell me more about Justice. Yeah. See, someone being a little cautious, keeping all their feelings to themselves, playing it safe, being a little careful what they wish for. See, it may have been a little too good to be true, feeling a little overwhelmed. But I do see gaining momentum. See, there's now good luck and timing, where the timing is now right. So if you've had somebody who you either haven't been talking to, or they're just breadcrumbing, or like I say, it's all about kindness, compassion. The Strength card is about understanding. Something is understandable. So there could be some sort of energy of forgiving someone here, being forgiving. Yeah. Because someone's been moving slower, just breadcrumbing, or not talking at all. Yeah, now we have the Queen of Pentacles with a comfortable home. See, it's about being comfortable. Yeah, person being gracious, forgiving, kind, and compassionate here. But this is also someone who plays it safe too. So it's like both people. Should I or shouldn't I reach out? Should I start this? Is it safe? See, it's all about assessing. This is about looking forward, looking to see if it's safe. Yeah, something maybe didn't feel safe or feel right. Might have felt a little off, but now this is 2 people seeing things differently here. Yeah, the world changed. So there's a lot of change here, change for the better, a lot of growth, financial abundance. Yeah, a lot of change. Yeah, lifestyle habits changes. See, there'll be a need for necessary changes, lifestyle changes. So if you have a choice and there's somebody who is coming back around, it's someone here who may never change. But I do think we have, to me, it's leaning very heavily towards lifestyle changes, morals, values, and lifestyle. The 2 people conduct very much the same. It's about being grounded and sensible. Yeah, this is the start of something new here. I mean, it could be a new person who's 2 people have somehow connected in some way, exchanging phone numbers, and then there's this reaching out. It's about coming in right, getting it started. So it could, if you have connected with someone here and it's kind of got started and they're moving slow, I do feel their schedules, habits, routines, structure, someone very structured, a lot of self-discipline to get. This is how emperors become emperors, is structure, strict schedules, routines, right? Following the rules. So, yeah. Like I say, it's about making sure 2 people are on the same page. And we got the King and Queen of Cups, the King and Queen of Pentacles, but this is why this person was skeptical. They were in their head, but you can see they've learned something. It's about knowing. Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, see, it's about starting things. Some of you, it's just a new person, how it's starting. Someone taking their time. Some of you, you get people come in who are slow because they've learned lessons. They've learned. right? To not rush into things, not to move too quickly, because you really never know how things are going to be. But some of you, there could have been something on and off here. Now, the King and Queen of Pentacles are often people who are focused on their homes, their money, maybe even home bodies, just focus on their own financial stability. So it's about being prepared and being ready. But look at this happiness and joy. I feel like you're about to get something you want here. But it's about both people giving each other what they want, filling each other's cup. But there's the cup. See, this is really, really positive. This is someone who now sees the bigger picture. Happy home, happy life, emotional fulfillment. So someone ready to put, all the cards on the table, put it that way. We often have the Empress holding the cards, especially if there's been a lack of reciprocity. Someone hasn't been talking or reciprocating. And there's definitely this procrastination, should I or shouldn't I? But it's waiting for the one. See, nothing compares. I feel that for a small amount of people. Most of you, it's just about, should I reach out or not? Will they reciprocate? Do they feel the same? Are the feelings mutual? Yeah, see, someone's seeing things very clearly. They see it clearly. So it's somebody who could be clearing out things from the past. Clearing out the past, focused on money, being stable, ready. See, emotionally stable, emotional and financially stable as well. Yeah, interesting. Some of you may have had, there it was, the Page of Pentacles. It's a person who sometimes doesn't follow through because they're not ready. Overwhelmed, busy, a lot on their plate, you see. But this is somebody about to follow through. Maybe after a period of time. Now, you can take it or leave it, but I see very positive energy with this person. It is an Emperor. They've learned some lessons. This person's intelligent, often a bit of an overthinker, very analytical and often strategic. But I feel it has to do with just structure, schedule, strict routines to become an Emperor. This is what it takes. See, it's a person who's expanded their horizons. They're coming in as an Emperor, someone who's ready. Wow. So there it is, laying the foundation. Now it's a little test. I don't feel this person's going to say a lot like, what are you up to? How have you been? Okay. And it's whether or not you're willing to reciprocate. And I do see with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, I feel like you're open to receive, to at least have a conversation. Yeah. Now there's feelings here. There's love. So yeah, it's the person ready to put all the cards on the table. But like I say, you can take it or leave it. But it's saying to look at the bigger picture, happy home, happy life, stability. But it's about making some kind of commitment. Some of you maybe had a person here who wouldn't commit. They weren't ready. So they may be looking at this. And this is sometimes someone who looks at someone in a favorable light. They see a situation differently because they feel stable. They feel ready, and even emotionally. So the cup runneth over. I mean, this is a person going to wear their heart on their sleeve. But it's all about whether or not you're going to reciprocate. See, it's about being generous with not only their finances. See, this is the abundance showering in, and also their feelings. It's about sharing it. But it's about building the foundation right. So it's all about harmony. Balance, being fair. Someone maybe didn't reciprocate and they weren't fair. And there could be some kind of forgiveness here. Someone who didn't follow through if you had an agreement with them. But this is about following through. You can see coming in very stable, reliable. Wow. It's definitely an interesting energy. And it does look very positive. I mean, this is someone who's expanding the horizons. It's often, the King and Queen of Pentacles are two people who just kind of focus on money, their home, they just do their own thing until that right person comes in. So some of you, if there is a choice, you could have someone new coming in. You may not reciprocate from this person. You may feel too little too late, or you've lost interest. It could go that way. But it is somebody who wants to know kind of like, what are you doing? What are you up to? So you can take it or leave it, but because I feel some of you, there could be two. I wouldn't be surprised, but only one of these would be an Emperor. But I feel this is just a person's, because it's energy. So, what are the energies? There they are. Okay, so you can take it or leave it. You might even look at this and procrastinate yourself when it comes in if you're the feminine energy. If you're the masculine, it's about taking the lead, okay, coming in right, being stable, emotionally, financially, and following through, committing to the path. So I do see a follow-up possibly. Yeah, look at that. Some of you, it's just a person who's been taking a long time. It's often a person who focuses on their priorities. So someone's priorities may have been their finances more than their love life at that time. Everyone has a right to make those choices. But there it is. Take care. We'll see you soon.